Hey, what's up, Charlie P. Stone? Hey, everybody. See y'all coming in. What's going on? I ain't been on a live in about 2 months, so I had to get on and see what's going on. See what everybody talking about. Yes, indeed. Yeah, just seeing what's going on, what's happening in the world. I know y'all have seen all the controversy. That's right, on the road, getting that money. That's right. For all you truck drivers, man, stay alert. You know, got to get on here. All the controversy going on about what's his name, the Orange Man, all the ICE raids, Deion Sanders kids getting blackballed or overlooked, uh, stuff going on in Africa. Got killed. Her funeral. The lady Jolene got stabbed. A whole bunch of stuff been going on. So I said, let me get online. I ain't been online live in a while. So just getting on to see what's going on, kind of things popping up. 19 people. I'm good with that. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about some things. You guys hit that like button. I got 19 people and two thumbs up, man. Let's see if I can get somebody to. Let's get footage from LB's bash. I have not seen Jan Brewer in a while. I don't know where Jan Brewer is. I was at a wedding for the homie Sam from Inglewood. Seen a few homies there, but Jan Brewer wasn't one. And then when I got to the event, man, it wasn't. Most of them was from Compton, except for Ragtime and his brother. Uh, yeah, but most of them dudes was from Compton. I ain't see nobody from Inglewood there at LB. If y'all don't know, LB did like 40 something years on the original Low, one of the original West Siders from Compton. There was guys there. He said he ain't seen since elementary school. So I know that was real good for him. Hey, hey, yo, West, good family. All is well, man. All is truly well. That's a good question, though. Lowe's, hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but Lowe's, at Lowe's birthday party, there was somebody who was asked to leave, and it wasn't the one that everybody think about. It wasn't the dude from Pacoima. But there was somebody asked to leave, saying, "Look, man, you've been on the internet getting down foul, so we're gonna ask y'all to leave. We're gonna ask you to leave." And dude just took it. He said, "All right." He left, but it wasn't the Pacoima dude. But anyway, yeah, good event, good bash, good things going on. Yeah. All right, ain't no more questions, y'all. Shit going on in L.A., Long Beach, Watts. Y'all, anybody from Watts? Kathy Wooten done died. Man, that was the mother of BL and Keywan. Her sons was killed 45 days apart. That started the East Coast and Grape Street War when her son BL got killed. No, I was not asked to leave. No, not me. It wasn't me that was asked to leave. It was somebody else who they asked to leave. Matter of fact, they thought I was a servant. They was telling me, "Hey, go get the water. Bring the water in." You know, sorry about that, y'all. I ain't that disrespectful. I had to get that out. Um, but yeah, they was asking me to move the water, the chicken, all that, take the chairs in the back. But years ago, the homie border rat had told me that by me being younger than a lot of them dudes, he say, Skip, that's the price you pay to be with the OGs. So I just took it, man. I'm moving the chicken. I'm bringing the water in, all that. But no, they didn't ask me to leave. It was somebody else. So, yeah, but it was a good party. Uh, looks like the ice raids exposing the dope rings downtown LA. You think about that drop your flag challenge. I said that earlier that I don't believe that the flag has anything to do with anything. I think it's the violence. So just imagine somebody in Compton. I just put a neighborhood out there, the Wilmington Arms. That's their neighborhood. Why would I tell them to drop their flag? I would just ask them not to cross the street and get off on the farms or the cedar blocks or the other way, the 151s. I would, I don't want them to drop their flag. I just want them to stop the violence, man. You ain't got to shoot them dudes. They ain't got to shoot you. Y'all don't have to see each other and say, "Oh, it's on. Let's get down." It ain't like that. That's what I would ask people to do is not drop their flags, but drop their behavior. Drop that the foolishness, thinking that you my enemy. You're not my enemy, because both of them. Just imagine somebody growing up in the Wilmington Arms. They growing up in Compton. You know who they live across the street from? The 151s, the Cedar Blocks, the Acacia Blocks, Spooktown. They all growing up in the same area. Nutty Block, Track Noon on the other side of the airport. So why would I ask somebody to drop their flag? Man, your flag is important to you. That's your community. But what I would ask you to do is not promote the violence. Love your neighborhood, love your community. But you ain't got to fight somebody because they from somewhere else. You damn sure ain't got to shoot them or get shot by them. So that's what I would say. What's up with Eddie? Which Eddie is that? So many Eddies. You talking about Lil Eddie? You talking about Big Eddie? Talking about what they speak about the Gear Gang. Yes, indeed. Shit, the Gear Gang, one of the oldest on the West Side, like 1972. I remember the dude had the lowrider. I think his name was Cotton. He might not have been the hardest dude over there, but he damn sure was the most popular with that Chevy. He had a gold Chevy back in the days. I know which color used to be over there too, Daft, where he died. Yeah, they're trying to turn me into a servant, but I couldn't deny it. I'm around the 70-year-olds, and I'm not even 62 yet. So I was supposed to carry the water. I was supposed to have them 70-year-old dudes carrying the water and going to get the chicken and all that. So I didn't mind. I didn't mind being a servant for the for those. Yeah, we got to respect each other as men. Inglewood isn't violent. Like back in 1980, had our highest murder rate in history. Crenshaw Imperial was like a death zone, without a doubt. What's so funny? I talked to Hackey yesterday from Inglewood Imperial and Crenshaw, and he was talking about how he sees what's his name, Mad Rock. He sees Mad Rock all the time, and they just acknowledge each other and keep going. That's a good thing. And of course, they don't have any issues with any of the Bloods over there. I talked to Ghost for about an hour about about a week and a half ago. Oh, Lil Eddie, I haven't seen Lil Eddie. Lil Eddie been in the truck, so I don't know where he at. Don't know what he got going on. That's absolutely right. 50 years and no retirement plan. So nowhere to go. So I ain't mad at the youngsters. They don't know no better. I'm mad at the older dudes who keep promoting it though. For all the actors and builders community, I say you are the one that really is doing it correctly. I appreciate that. Thanks with Ricky saying I'm the one doing it, man. There's a lot of people doing it, but what they do is they scared of the cameras, man. They scared to talk about what they're doing, and then they only do it in their area. So there's plenty of people that I had to learn from. Let me tell y'all real quick. I want to make it I want to make it known. I wanted to go international. The best two intervention workers in the city of LA is a dude named Shell Dog out the jungles. He actually created Summer Night Lights. They called it Summer Success, and then they took it from him. Other people took credit for it, and now they call it Summer Night Lights, and it's all across the United States. And he don't get $5 for it. Then the other best one is Sister Soldier. Cynthia Mendenhall come out the PJs. I want y'all to remember them two names because those are the names that really taught me intervention work because they not only know the community's children, they know their parents and grandparents. They know the school teachers, they know all that. So that's really what intervention is about. And these are the two best to ever do it. Okay, what became of those who appeared some with the last 10 years? The real ones, at least. Nick Doug is somewhere in San Bernardino, Riverside. He always had a clothing store or something like that. Haven't talked to him since COVID, so I don't know how he's doing. And then the homie Karate D, uh, he moved to Texas or something like that. He got married, moved to Texas. April is in April's in Denver, Colorado. I talk to her probably 3, 4 times a year, not often, but uh, that's it. The other dude, the story it was about him. Lowdown, he was on Crenshaw, shit, sleeping in his car about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I really don't know him though. The lowdown I know drive trucks from the 20s. So my homeboy Big Byron said he was from 20s, but I ain't know nobody else that knew it. Of course, we all know what happened to Mike. K. Mike, he got killed early on. Junior, we call him Sneak. He's still around. He's alive and well. Uh, that's about it. Okay, so I haven't seen Salt, but I seen a couple of pictures of Salt. I seen Salt about 2 months ago. We were both in a restaurant together. We was at Moby's, Crenshaw, Manchester. I think that might even been about 3 months ago. So I haven't seen him, but I know he's all right. Exactly. Bar, yeah, star, baby. So I don't see it at all. That's right. This is standing together does no more destruction. Yes, indeed. So we know what separation does. We know what standing together does. So we should make it happen. No problem. I'm with that. I'm with bringing peace together. Let me tell y'all what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna go ahead and brag about it before it even happen. I'm about to have Blackstones from the jungles, rolling 20s, rolling 30s, and rolling 40s, working at the same table. Working at the same table. So imagine that. What's gonna happen in the city? I already got 60s, I already got him with families working at the same table. So I'm gonna put all them together at the same table. We about to make this happen. I don't know what I could do for the east side, but I damn sure know what I could do for the west side. I'm gonna keep trying though. I'm not gonna tell you who got kicked out the party. Just know it wasn't me, but he showed up to the party and they didn't kick him out. They asked him to leave and he left. So do you want to call that a kick out or how you want to say that? If somebody came up to the party to have a good time with everybody else, and the dude who party it is walk up to him and say, "Look, this ain't for you." And another dude come up and say, "Yeah, man, not really fond of the stuff you've been doing on the internet. So, yeah, you can go ahead and get on." OG Bobby Jr. was really from Fruittown. Yeah, so Fruittown in the 20s, same block, same Walton, Buttlow. It don't matter. 29th and Buttlow supposed to be 20s, but you find more Fruittowns. 35th and Walton, you find a whole bunch of rolling 20s. So 20s and Fruittowns together, but yeah, Bobby Jr. was the big homie, man. He rest in peace, man. Soul rest in peace. The real good dude. He was never one of them foul dudes. Bobby Jr. was always wanting to help you. He go up under your car and fix your starter. Damn sure put your lowrider together. But he was a good dude, and he would sit there and spend an hour or two making sure you made it home and not expect $5 or $10 from you. So yeah, he's a good dude, Bobby Jr. Alejandro, what's going on? Say Skip, how your day going, man? You off work, Alejandro? I'm alive and well, bro. Just know that. That's how we unlearn garbage. That's wonderful. Yeah, no Big Hack, Big Craig, G Man, Larry. All the original Watergates was more prominent. Like OG Second compared to IBC, they both for us since early 70s. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. A secured walkout. Okay, yeah, that's what you call it, a secured walkout. Yes, indeed. Well, I'll say he took it on the chin. I respect it. Yeah, now I'll tell you who it was, but too many other people listening. And I don't want to do rumors. I don't want to, I do rumor control. I don't want to do rumors and get stuff started and then dude feel all kind of bad and whatnot. I'll let him say it. Y'all look on the internet and see who bring up that they was asked to lead the party. What's that God don't let it be seen the youngsters in the park. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. I'm gonna have more youngsters out there too. Yes, I did. I left pretty early. Yeah. DJ Vegas was there at the party, y'all, keeping everything going. I didn't get a chance to holler. He was setting up when I got there. But yep, yep, yep. What's up, Demarcus? How you feeling, brother? How you feeling? What's up, fam? Talking to Edward. Edward Jr. How you doing, good brother? Townsend's in the house. Hey, go back and see. I know just great right now. Walking took me about an hour, making a big difference. Yes, indeed, Dro. You making a difference. Yep. So on this line right here, the last two comments, Demarcus and Dro, both are part of second call. Appreciate the both of y'all. Demarcus in Columbus, Georgia. Dro in Azusa, California. Really good. Yes. Well, low down. Yep. Yep. You know what? What's so crazy is I seen Lowdown at can't remember about 2, 3 years ago in a function in in uh in the '60s, and he said to me, "Hey, hit me if you need me." And I told him, "Man, my son gravitated to the blocks." I said, "So I need you. I need to put this together because I don't want." And I was selfishly saying, "I don't want my son to be a victim of the foolishness that's going on." And shit, Lowdown became a victim of the foolishness. That's what's horrible. Yeah, Lowdown offered me to help me with something, and shit, we didn't make it happen. Yes, sir. Say, do I know Big Bop? Sincere. Big Bop was Carlos. That's my guy, man. I took him to the SWAT meet the day he got killed. So him and Lil TS, they call him Dirty Turk now, but he was Lil TS. He had a couple of different names. But yeah, they needed a ride to the swap meet. The swap meet was right there at the right before the Crenshaw Mall. I picked them up, had somewhere to go, dropped them off. Later on that night, when I got back in the jungles, everybody was saying that Bopper got killed. I was at the funeral. Yeah, 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 yeah. Turk. Yeah. How I feel about the Ricos and the Hoovers in the '30s. I think that everybody need to pay attention because it used to be the gang unit. They'd slide a pistol on somebody, or they get 8, 9 people out there. They find drugs and a pistol, and they give it to the person who they want to have it. Y'all know that's the truth, right? They used to find, but they got one person they want to go back to prison, go back to jail, and they did it to my homeboy Zigzag. They gave him something so he can get a third strike, and he ended up going from '92 to like maybe 2015. They gave him a case. So what I think about the Hoovers in the '30s, I think it's time now that we recognize that the government is saying the police ain't doing enough. So the police, the government coming, FBI coming. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is investigating, and it's not to stop it. It's not to say, "Hey, we need to have different programs." FBI is coming to say that the things that you're doing deserves a RICO Act. That's what's crazy is they coming to put us in jail. They ain't coming to help us. Yeah, they coming to put us in jail. So I think that everybody who participate in the foolishness. So I don't know what the '30s did, but people tell me that they was flocking. They always been known for flocking. They always had Benz and Jaguars and all them cars and all that. They was always doing good. And everybody know Figueroa. from really from shit all up and down Figueroa, from Vernon all the way to like Century. That's a lot of sex for sale, and it's in the Hoover area. So we all knew what was going on over there, and it just for me, I don't want to do shit like that no more. I don't want to do. Not that I ever was a pimp or ever breaking in houses, but I don't want to do the shit that'll make me go to jail. So I think it's crazy, but shit, everybody should know that's what they doing now. That's what the FBI is doing. They taking over. I ain't did no research on the drop your flag challenge, and I don't know what I don't know what it is or who's creating it. I can tell you this though, that here in LA, it ain't a flag, it's a neighborhood. We just talking about the Hoovers in the 30s. So I know when I cross King Boulevard, I'm going north towards the 10 freeway, I know I'm in the 30s. Ain't no need them dropping their flag. Just when I stop at the gas station or 7-Eleven, don't say, oh, we got to kill you or shoot you because you from 20s. Or if I got somebody with me from Blackstone, don't say, oh, y'all shouldn't be here. Let us get our food, let us get our gas, and move on. And vice versa. If I'm on Adams and Normandy, and somebody from 30s pull up and get gas, I need to greet them. Hey, what's up, homie? Need to give them a hug. How you feeling? How you doing? Make sure they get their gas and get on. That's my challenge is can we let each other live? You can have whatever flag you want. I'm no longer intimidated or thrilled to see you got a flag. Can we help each other live? Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me see. Yeah. Oh yeah. 50 people on, 25 likes. I mean, I don't know how that works. I don't get paid for likes, but still, yeah. Don't be on here not liking the comment. Or if you don't like the comment, say something so we can talk about it. So anybody who got something negative to say about what I do, let's talk about it. Let's chop it up. Let's see how we could if not come to an agreement, at least come to an understanding. You know? Do I understand you? Do you understand me? Yep, yep, yep. All right. Well, I guess that's it. 46. All right, so what we doing? What we doing here? Y'all don't talk football? What? That's a new thing going. That's a new thing. The fifth round draft pick, best on the team, but he ain't the starter. The other son, Shiloh, got pushed around. He fought back and he got fired. That's happening every day in football and in the real world. Uh, make sure they ain't gotta be bus on taking the flags out, hurting family members at the liquor store. Want to make it back home safely. Exactly. The flag ain't the pistol. If you really pay attention, these dudes really don't want to take care of their responsibility. They want to get their name on it. Hey, you know what? I felt the same way. Who said that? Grogu. Yeah, I felt the same way. Some of these dudes are suicidal, and they're not gonna tell you they're suicidal. They're gonna hang out every day and not do nothing positive, nothing productive, but want to be called the homie, the big homie, the G homie, whatever, because they really looking to have that word in the street, that they name ringing bells in the street, but then they dead, and you don't get to live up to your full potential. Jersey on the wall above my head. That is a second call. The Rams gave me that when they came here and they had the Super Bowl here. So the Rams, they came. They said, I'm a Raiders fan my whole life, right? Greg Townsend, that's right. Both of them, son and his father. Um, yeah, so I've been a Raiders fan since the Raiders before they came to LA, and then in '84 when they came to LA. But when the Rams came out here, they were looking to help nonprofits, and mine was one in need of help. And they sent me an email, and I didn't check it. The homegirl Petra was checking my emails and said, "Man, the Rams trying to give you 50,000." I like shit, I didn't even know. So we had to answer some questions, do some things, and then next thing you know, they give me 75,000, a jersey. I got a football over there from the Super Bowl. So the reason they chose 56 is it was Super Bowl 56 that was played out here in LA. So they had me walk the field the day before the Super Bowl to receive all the gifts. And I said, okay, so am I invited to the Super Bowl? And they said, of course not. You can watch it from home. But still, I love the Rams for that. So I put that jersey right there. It's an authentic jersey too. Came from Rams. The way you dealt with whack. That's some real man shit. Oh yeah, for sure, man. For sure, man. I can't. I can't. That's like me getting in the ring with Mike Tyson in the '80s, and I'm mad. I got anger issues, man. I done fought, knocked out two or three people, and they say get in the ring with Mike Tyson. I wouldn't be stupid enough to do that because he's a professional fighter. I'm not gonna get on the phone with Black. He's a professional arguer. That wouldn't make sense. I don't argue. Sorry, bear down. He definitely has a like maturity. I appreciate that, y'all, for saying that. Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Charlie. It's like I don't know have nothing to live for. Well, they do, but they don't recognize it. They got something to live for, but they don't recognize it. Yeah, but I don't believe that though. I don't believe that. I'm talking to you. I don't believe that Whack. I mean, Whack might have said Big U lined up Biggie, Money Mike, but I don't think he did. I hate talking about Big U because everybody say why you keep taking up for him. But I'm just gonna tell the truth. I ain't taking up for Big U, but I know Money Mike, and he's a fighter. He's not just a fighter. He was a. You better get him first because he gonna get you. Trust and believe. If he'd have been just hurt and not killed, he'd have been on everybody. He'd have been on everybody. He'd have went back to the penitentiary for getting his revenge for doing him like that and doing that to his son. Um, so I think it was other things in place. I don't think it was you, but I can't argue with whack like I said. So let's speak to like I love us that call does. Yes, sir, Demarcus, brother, you a part of it. I'm glad you're a part of it too. Yeah. Black folks are talking underground railroad projects. Yeah, we have to. Yes, he is a professional arguer. Have you ever seen him run from an argument? Yeah, the way California taxes set up, you would fight Mike. Yeah, a lot of people are fighting now. Who would have fought Mike Tyson in '85 though? Which one of y'all who ain't a boxer, who take fades at the park and at the parties, would have fought Mike Tyson? Man, I'd be like, man, you got it. I'm straight. Kales. I can't think of who that is. Kales from Puttertown. What's up, y'all? Not me, huh? Yeah, he does. Well, I don't think he needs attention. I think that it's an addiction. Sometimes attention is addiction. So some people want that stay addicted to the attention. I don't want to say no one would. Uh, Nice with Ricky, but I damn sure wouldn't. Y'all got to hold for 1 second. Somebody knocking at my door. Might be whack because we sit there talking about it. I'm on YouTube Live. You could promote your your rap career, whatever you got going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have a seat right here.
Oh, nice. Yes.
All right, y'all. So at my door is J Plus.
Hey, y'all.
I don't know who was at the door. Tell them what you do.
I'm a hip hop artist, author, and songwriter.
You
I've
was
been doing
just
hip hop for a
performing.
while. I just had a performance at August Fest on the 29th. It was a really good experience.
Okay. Why was it a good experience?
Because it was like amongst my peers, amongst most of the LA rappers, that's popping right now. So I got to join in the festivities.
Right. Okay. Now it wasn't whack at the door, y'all. So got a hip hop artist here. I've been knowing her for years. She's been out there doing her thing. Just happened to pop up while I'm doing this live right here. So,
Yeah. I was picking my daughter up from college. She said, "Isn't that your friend's store right there?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Let me go ring the doorbell because I need to know what's going on."
Yes, indeed.
Long time no see.
Yeah. Just just sitting here talking to people about stuff that's going on.
Okay.
Somebody say, "Hey, Queen."
When do you have your meetings?
Our meetings aren't here. These are all internal meetings that happen here.
Okay.
Like the people already working. And I was just sharing with them. I got 2 new contracts where I'm going to have 20s, 30s, 40s, and Blackstones in this building. But normally I have my Inglewood team, my Isuza team, my Long Beach team. We have trainers here Mondays and Wednesdays. So I'm always here.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody said, which whack? The 100. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been busy myself. I'm back in school myself too, so I'm studying for
So
social
where you
work.
going to school at?
West LA.
Oh, yeah, West LA. Where you going?
I go to LA City College.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Never too old for school, y'all. Never too
Yeah.
old. What's up, Focused? How you doing? Yeah. The whack that has a facility of tapes and paperwork. Ain't none of that here. So all I have here is I got fruit. I got fruit and telephones. Fruit and telephones, y'all. Second call. That's it. I don't have all the stuff he does. I don't try to look for people's past, their history, none of that. I'm not looking, into any of that. Yeah, I'm sitting here uh, doing that all my part to save the community. That's it. So,
Yeah, somebody had called me from the penitentiary,
uh-huh.
and I didn't know who the person was. And they was like, "Well, I need help. I need help when I come out."
Wow.
And I was like, "Well, call, second call. Maybe they can help you find a job."
Yeah. So I did a video today about that. So a lot of people think they need a job. Is there a gang presence? Is there a gang presence in Isuza? Let me finish my statement first, and then I'm gonna answer that, David Lee. But people call and say they need a job, and then when they get a job, they show up high, they show up late, they show up drunk, and somehow they blame other people. So this one girl I hired. Matter of fact, you know her very well. Matter of fact, I met you through her. I ain't gonna say her name.
Okay.
But how'd I meet you?
Well, I met you through a few people, Cortisha, my
Okay, not
cousin.
there. No, it was.
Karen?
No, you see, you saying names. I said don't say no
Oh,
names, but no, I
oh.
wasn't caring. But anyway, I hired this person, and the day before I hired her, I told her come in at 9:30, and she said no, you said 10:30, and I said no, I didn't say that. I said 10 o'clock, but come in at 9:30, and still she came in 7, 8 minutes late the next day.
Oh, wow.
Talking about it was traffic. So I'm like, certain people don't understand what it means. The importance of punctuality because
let yourself be early, maybe like
No.
10 or 15 minutes early.
I wouldn't even say 10 or 15 minutes. If somebody told me to be somewhere,
Yeah.
say 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there about 3:30, quarter to 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I'm there because anything can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but the person who she needed to talk to do the paperwork had an appointment at 10. So I told her to come at 10, but I'm like, nah, come at 9:30 because that person, and she wanted to argue and say, no, you said 10:30. You said 10:30. And actually, I had said 10. So it's stuff like that where, people disrespect the opportunity. Exactly. And then they pee in the water. They make it bad for everybody else.
Yeah, I saw that post you made about peeing on your opportunities.
Yep.
Like, don't do it. I took that to heart because, you never know when you're going to get another opportunity. So, you definitely need to take advantage of every opportunity that you get.
Yes, indeed. Yep, I agree, Giovanni. At least an hour to 45 minutes early, because if I try to get somewhere an hour early and anything happen,
You still
I,
don't get there on
I
time.
ain't gonna be an hour early. I'm only gonna be about 15, 20 minutes early,
Yeah,
but I'm still gonna be early.
yeah.
So I do my best to do that. But there was a question about gang presence in Azusa. So back in the 90s, the Azusa 13s made the news. They had a RICO act because they were getting all the blacks out of Azusa.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it was really a thing. You guys can um, pull it up on the news, and it wasn't that they was just going against black people. It was really about the black gangs. So there were some gangs out there that was selling dope and saying that's their area. So the Azuzas wasn't just tripping on black people. They was like, you can't gang bang. So they was getting them out. But then at some point, everybody dressing like, everybody looking like, you don't know the difference.
Yeah.
So they were saying, nah, everybody got to go. And there was a big RICO act where they had to go. And so then another group came in from East LA. And when they moved to Azusa, they just started taking over too. They were selling dope and all that, but they both Hispanics. And they was telling them, okay, y'all can stay, but you gotta claim La Raza. These dudes were like, nah, we ain't doing that. So they got into it to the point where, and now it's nothing to talk about. They straight fight. So this new group never got the chance to steal cars and sell drugs. They came to Azusa and had to survive. They had to have two Glocks to go to the store. They had to survive, um, and Azusa residents, they don't want them there. And before I got there in 2022, just around Azusa High School, there were four homicides
Oh wow.
from December 2022 to July of 2023. But since that time, there's been two homicides off campus on Saturdays. So we feel really good about our presence. And of course, I had to work with Azusa 13. I had to, you know, I asked them would they join me, and they all said, nope, we don't want to work with them. But they not tripping on me being black, because I'm not out there anyway, but they're not tripping on a black organization being out there. So I'm good for that. Let me see here. My coworkers 10 minutes to 20 minutes late every day. Yeah. Okay, Dro said all the terrorizing. Dro was probably like 3 or 4 years old back in the 90s. Oh, matter of fact, you weren't even born, Dro. Dro just got here. You got here in the 2000s, so you don't know how it was, Dro. But yeah, I think Dro was probably born in 2004, 2005. Giovanni said 1994 here. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we had a cool 40 minutes. We'll go ahead and end this
I'm gonna
live.
plug myself one time. If you listen to for some good hip hop, some West Coast hip hop, follow me on all streaming platforms under J Plus JAY. The next word is plush PLUSH on all streaming platforms. You'll get some good content.
J plus. Is it all together or should
Yep.
I separate it?
Separate.
So that's on Instagram.
Instagram, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora.
All right. All right, y'all get that J plus. Shout out to J plus. Yep, there it is right there, y'all.
It's so
Look
good
her up.
seeing you, Skip, man. I miss you.
Good seeing you too.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Till I do it again. I'll see y'all. Y'all be safe out there.
This is a really nice office.